What's up, everybody? I know you thought I wasn't saying anything. What's up, Aaron? We are here tonight for KMM. We are doing the Fort Worth Screen Printing 200 at Kansas, presented by John T. Garrett. Go ahead and give John a follow over on Twitch, as we are about to do 200 miles here tonight. Let's go ahead and pull the ticker up across the top. Let's get rid of the logo and go through our starting grid. Tonight's starting grid, we have Steve starting on the pole with that quick time. I can't see it. Dave Bush starting second. John Garrett starting third. Justin starting fourth. Angel starting fifth. We got Santos starting sixth. Kyle Harvin starting seventh. Al starting ninth. Nathan eighth. Nathan Eastep starting ninth. Aaron Van Dam starting 10th. Matthew Francis starting 11th. And George Jewell starting 12th. Oh, why isn't Greg out there? Is Greg starting from the pits? I guess. I don't know. I didn't think he did anything wrong this time. So we got Panko Breadcrumbs starting in that 13th position, and Kevin Don't Get Gibbed starting in the 14th position. Zach Khalik starting in 15th. Bill the Magnet Watkins starting 16th. George K starting 17th, and Greg Wood starting last, starting 18th in this one, as these guys are about to go green flag racing. Pace lights are out. And it's about to be green flag. Green, 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 as Steve takes him down to the start-finish line and heads him in towards turn number one. We had a great race last week. Are we going to have another one here tonight? Good, clean racing. We're going to find out as Scott is driving away from the field. Here comes John Garrett down on the inside to get up around. Oh, we got shaky in the back. We got a wreck already. It's a 07. A George Jewell turned into the outside wall. Not really sure what happened there. Go back and take a look. It looked like there was a... Ooh, Aaron had issues. George got into him, and then he got jibbed by the 31. Oh, that's a rough one there, guys. For the 07, early, taken out early. And this one, at least he's got a fast repair, but that can't make the rest of the night easy for him. Cannot make it easy for him. Oh, boy. What's up, buddy? Okay. I'm doing a broadcast, so you gotta be quiet. Just so you know. Alright, guys. We are now under caution flag number 1 here tonight. Let's see. Let me know how we're doing on that end. Am I having any buffering on the Facebook side? I definitely had some issues yesterday. Just want to make sure that we're not. Remember, we're trying to get to 10,000 stars if you guys want to help us out. And also, we are no longer going to be charging. We are no longer going to be charging for league broadcasts. So we're asking if you guys like what we do, support our Patreon. I do need to update what we're going to do as far as gifts for the Patreon. I haven't gotten that far, but I did start the Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the chat here, guys. Nice, thank you. Yeah, I don't ever know. Every once in a while I changed up what I was using. So now Now I've had a couple little issues here and there, so I'm trying to get them all straightened out and figured out. As we are pacing, we should get one to go this time. Bye, guys. So we got the championship battle. As you can see, the guys with the orange spoilers, probably the easiest thing to spot, or the orange visors on the cars, are the ones that are championship contenders. They also have the orange skirting down on the bottom, the rocker panels. So definitely a few ways to tell the difference between the playoff drivers and the non-playoff drivers. Steve's a new driver here tonight in that number 8. He can make things interesting. John Garrett definitely can take a victory here and keep it out of one of the playoff drivers' hands. He had a great run last week for most of it. Then got a bogus black flag, and there was no way to fix it. And kind of cost him a good finish last week. So he's hoping to have a better week this week. He is hoping to have a better week this week as these guys are getting ready. They go green flag racing once again. Let's take a look at this track from the blimp as they go green flag racing. Green flag is out as Steve brings him down into turn 1. Dave Bush on the outside, keeping pace with him this time. Side by side for the lead. John Garrett down in that second lane by himself. He's able to break free from Justin as Justin falls back a little bit. John Garrett giving a big push to Steve as they're trying to get around Dave Bush there. Down into turn 3. Steve's got the lead to himself. John Garrett second as Santos is coming in strong on the bottom side, up underneath Dave Bush. Here comes Angel. Angel at the front of the pack, working on that 4th position in that number 90. Sharp new paint job. I definitely like it as the butter knife gets loose down on the bottom side. Somehow saves it as he falls back. He's going to lose a couple spots. Good save from Angel as he got good and loose as Justin's coming up on his heels. But I will say, I do like that paint scheme quite a bit on that number 90. Side by side there with Angel and Nathan Eastup for that 5th position. Ooh, man, he almost gets up into him. Back and forth. Oh, they get contact between the 90 and the 55. That creates a checkup. Justin able to keep it out the back of his teammate. Oh, man. I wonder what the radio chatter sounded like there, but I'm sure it was quite interesting. As these guys are up front, Steve and John. John just kind of riding in line. But here comes some playoff contenders. You know he's wanting to battle them off to help his teammates. He doesn't want to help them get any bonus points behind him. As we got Dave Bush and Santos side by side. John Garrett in that 2nd spot. We got a drag race down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Side by side is Dave Bush in that number 53 trying to power up underneath Santos. Here comes Angel. Angel's going to make it 3 wide. Angel in the middle. He is hungry and looking for a victory here tonight. Oh, Santos save it. Oh, the 21 of Alfred Denny. He got all kinds of sideways. Somehow saves it, falls back in the pack. These cars are looking loose tonight as Angel in that number 90, awfully aggressive. Angel trying to get around the number 8 of Steve as John Garrett took the lead. Angel trying to follow him. Dave Bush right behind Angel. Here comes Nathan Eastup in the 55. He's trying to make his way up towards the front. 2 by 2 from second on back. These guys got to get this figured out. Let's go take a look at what this looks like from up top. These guys are all over. Steve's going to take that 2nd spot to himself as Eastup trying to fight down on the bottom side. Here comes Angel down low, up underneath Steve. He has to check up a little bit. Almost got in the back of the number 8. Coming out of turn 4. John Garrett stays low. Steve goes high. Angel to the middle. Angel's going to be stuck up in the middle. How's that going to hurt him? Are they going to freight train him on either side? Oh, man, it's Harry as Panko gets into the wall. Greg Wood almost gets into Panko. Almost gets into Justin. Man, what a battle we got here as these guys are 3 wide back in the pack. Oh, Harvin gets in the back of Kevin, but he backs it out. He almost got jibbed by Harvin. Harvin falls back a little bit, collects the car as John Garrett leads the pack. What a race we got going on here. These guys are running hard. Steve in that second position. Dave Bush in third. Angel down on the bottom side trying to get over under Dave as here comes Greg Wood in the 13 to the high side. Greg Wood trying to fight around the number 90 Angel. I think Greg is in a must-win situation as he's trying to push his way through the field as we got 12 laps completed here tonight. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to post what Pro 2 Light race we're doing tonight. Jeez. F in the chat. F in the chat for me failing there. Side by side for second is Dave Bush trying to work underneath Steve. He can't make the move, and Greg Wood's going to take advantage and come on the outside. Now side by side for third. Angel trying to find somewhere to go. He's looking to make it 3 wide. How aggressive. How aggressive is Angel being here? He's also here to win. As you can see, he is fighting hard in that number 90 machine. What a race we got here. 3 wide, 3 wide. Nathan Eastep takes it to the bottom. Dave Bush in the middle. Angel on the outside. 3 wide. Can they hold it coming out the turn? Keep it out the wall, Angel, as they come down the front straightaway. Front straightaway has enough room for all 3. No problem. How's it going to go when they go into turn number 2? Angel's going to be stuck 3 wide regardless as Panko almost gets up into him. Dave Bush is going to come out the beneficiary of that situation as he's up to the 4th position. Greg Wood sitting in 3rd. Steve in 2nd. John Garrett in 1st. What a race we got here tonight, guys. Absolutely awesome race. Wow. Here comes Steve up underneath John Garrett. He wants a piece of the lead again. Newcomer, Steve, down to the inside. Up underneath John Garrett as they're going to drag race down the straightaway into the turn. Steve getting the advantage. He gets down on the apron, comes up the track a little bit, able to keep it out of John Garrett. Out of turn 4, side by side. It's a drag race to the start-finish line. Steve's going to win that lap. John Garrett's going to fight hard on the outside. That outside seems to be very prevalent as these tires start to wear in these next-gen cars. But somehow Steve muscles around and gets that lead down on the bottom side. Greg Wood sitting back there watching, taking notes. Dave Bush in 4th. Al somehow back up to the 5th position. We got Panko, Breadcrumbs in that 6th spot. Angel in the 7th position. Nathan Eastep in 8th as we got teammates Kevin and Justin side by side for that 9th position. Santos sitting in that 11th spot, 1 spot out of a bonus spot as Kevin gets up into the wall. Kevin, you're not supposed to do that. As Santos able to get around and take the 10th spot. Kyle Harvin sitting back in 12th. George Jewell in 13th. Matthew Francis in 14th. George in 15th. Aaron Van Dam sitting back here in the 16th position as we got Bill Watkins in that 17th spot. Zachary Cleek rounding out the field in 18th. Back up to the front. Greg Wood has gotten around John Garrett. John Garrett actually dropping back to the 5th spot. So Greg Wood closing in on our leader, trying to get some bonus points. I think he'll be the first playoff driver to lead a lap if he can get around the number 8. Greg Wood up underneath the number 8. Oh, they're going to fight. Don't push Greg as they come out of turn 4. Greg's able to keep it low. He's going to get that lap led as they cross the start-finish line. What a run out of Greg Wood up through the field. Started last and has made his way up to first. He's led that lap. I don't know how hard he's going to push to stay up there. I mean, he'd like to lead the most laps, but it's not worth killing yourself at this point in the race to lead the most laps. Still side by side for the lead. Greg pushes up the track almost into Steve as they come out of turn 4. Ooh, John Garrett almost hooks it there, coming out of turn 4 in that 4th position. Wow, this is some good racing here. As here comes Dave Bush. Dave Bush wants some of those bonus points as he slings it up next to Greg Wood. They're going to drag race down the back straightaway. And it has been selected on. Sorry, guys. Into turn 3 and 4. Dave pushes up the track a little bit. Almost gets into Greg Wood. They're out of turn 4. It's a drag race down to the start-finish line. Who's going to get this lap? Greg Wood gets it barely by a nose. Ooh, Greg off the wall. Heading into turn 1 at the end of the straightaway. He's fighting hard on that outside. He doesn't want Dave to lead any laps as he comes down and kind of kills the ability for Dave to push up the track like the car wants to. Dave is going to lose that 2nd spot. Greg Wood sitting there in 1st. Here comes Steve in the number 8. Steve looking to the outside. He's trying to get around Greg Wood. Here comes the 8 to the high side. Greg Wood next to him as they are side by side. Oh, Greg Wood gets into the 8. Somehow the 8 saves it. Oof. Wow. And he had to ride that for a while. Ooh, Angel's got damage on the left side of that car. That puts Greg Wood up front. Dave Bush in 2nd. How hard is Dave going to push it? L in the 21 right behind him. What a run out of these guys. They are giving it everything, not leaving anything on the table. Right, Todd? Zach, he's running in the back right now, but he'll probably pick it up a little bit later. It's usually more his style. As Greg Wood stays in the lead. Dave Bush sitting there in 2nd. Alfred Denny in 3rd. John Garrett in the 4th position. Panko in 5th. Justin trying to work that bottom side. Work his way into 5th place as he's got a good run down on the bottom. He's got teammate Nathan Eastep giving him a push. That's going to put Eastep and Justin 5th and Justin and then Eastep 5th and 6th. Panko back to the 7th position. Here comes Kyle Harvin getting around Santos. Angel in 10th. Steve is falling all the way back. Man, he's got to have some damage on that thing. Makes you wonder how Greg's car's running. He's still able to stay out in front of that. Number 53 of Dave Bush. Let's take a closer look at the front of that car. Oh, he's got damage on the right side of that car. It's got to be affecting the top speed. How long is he going to be able to hold these guys as they send it into 1 and 2? 25 laps completed here tonight, guys. They are putting down a pace here. Can they keep it straight? Can they keep running hard? Whew. I'm going to run out of breath talking about it. What a race, though. These guys are battling it out. I'll tell you what, they did a great job last week. They're probably doing a better job this week. What do we got going on here? Side by side, here comes Justin down to the bottom side, trying to make his way up to 3rd. Nathan Eastep pushing him all the way up. Wow, Justin up to the 3rd position. Nathan down on the inside in 4th. Al in 5th as Al drops back into the clutches of John Garrett. Nathan Eastep gets real loose there as Al gets a run on the outside. What a battle here as we got 12 people watching over on Facebook. Good run out of these guys here tonight. Ooh, Al loose. John almost gets into him. He's got to save it as Greg Wood still somehow with that damage leading this one. Justin Weiler in that 3rd position behind Dave Bush, Nathan Eastep in 4th. Alfred Denny in the 5th spot. John Garrett in 6th. Kyle Harvin in 7th. Santos side by side with Panko as they are battling it out for the 8th position. Angel in 10th. George Jewell coming into this battle in the 07 as we've seen him get turned early. Trying to get back up here into some bonus points, but keep it clean. Oh, got contact. Santos into the wall. Oh, contact. As it looked like Panko got up into the 9. That's going to allow Angel around him. Here comes George Jewell. Panko's going to fall back to 10th. Does he have damage on that thing? That was a big hit between those drivers. Oh, man, he has creamed the right side of that car. Wow. The drama is picking up here tonight, guys. As these guys are getting impatient, trying to take a victory, as here comes Dave Bush trying to work Greg. So side by side for third as I see Nathan and Al, deep racing teammates, but not teammates here, battling it out for that third position. What a battle we have here for these spots. Here comes Dave Bush up underneath Greg Wood. Dave Bush is going to lead that lap. There's a bonus point for the 53. Here comes Greg Wood fighting back on the outside. Trying to get back around Dave Bush. He does not want Dave to have an opportunity to lead the most laps. He's got to fit that spot. As they are fighting back and forth, here comes third and fourth right behind him. Side by side for the lead. Greg Wood and Dave Bush battling it out. Who's going to get the advantage? Greg Wood holding strong with that damage. Definitely a good job out of him. Oh, why I can't see my freaking messages over there. They're going to get a break here at some point. I don't know what lap the break is on. I should have looked before the race. Wow, Dave falls back. Here comes Al up underneath Greg. Al wants to lead a lap. Greg Wood and Al side by side for the lead. Drag race down the straightaway. Greg Wood's got it. Al wants it. Nathan Eastep behind Greg Wood. Another chase driver trying to get some bonus points. These guys are battling it hard. Side by side. Greg Wood's going to get that lap and prevent Al from leading. Still side by side for the lead. Greg Wood on the high side, up into the wall. Greg into the wall. He's stuck on it. Somehow he gets out of the wall without dumping it down. He's going to get a run on the outside. Oh, yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out. As I believe that is the first stage break. I'm going to go verify that, but I do believe that is the first stage break. Wanted. All right, Kansas. Yep, that is stage break number 1. Stage break number 1 for these guys. Greg Wood wins stage 1. Al in second. Dave Bush in third. Nathan Eastep in fourth. Justin in fifth. John Garrett in sixth. Kyle Harvin in seventh. George Jewell in eighth. Angel in 9th, George K in 10th. Those will be your bonus points takers. Kevin Gibney, Panko. Well, Kevin Gibney, big news for him as he is one spot out of the bonus points. The stage points, he is sitting back here in 11th. He is in a must-win situation, and not getting bonus points is definitely going to hurt him. Yeah, Jewel got wrecked early, but somehow he's come back. He got hooked. It wasn't his fault. As these guys are coming down on the pit road, Aaron Van Dam stays out in that number 99. He's going to stay out. I don't know if he meant to or what, but he's staying out. All right, guys, what a stage. That was absolutely exciting. I don't know if they're going to be able to do the same thing again. But we are going to find out here. We are going to find out if they can give us another good stage with stage number 2 coming up, guys. It's going to be a good one. Certainly going to be a good one. All right, guys. They should be going green flag. I think we're going to get one more pace lap. Let me go check on my kids, and I will be right back. All right, everybody, I've given kisses goodnight, tucked kids in, and we are ready to go racing as the pace car pulls off. Green flag as Aaron gets a big jump on the field as he leads the pack to the green flag with Greg Wood behind him. Dave Bush behind and third behind Greg Wood. Al in fourth. Nathan Eastep in fifth. Justin battling out with Harvin 4-6. But back up to the front. Aaron being on older tires. Oh, he's going to just pull out the way. He led those last, pulled out of the way. He's got to keep it down on the apron, though. He does a good job keeping it out of the way as Greg Wood takes the lead. Put Greg Wood in the lead after we go green flag racing. As he's got a mirror full of Dave Bush. Dave Bush trying to put the pressure on the number 13 as it looked like Greg got a little loose early in the turn. A lot of times, I don't know how it is for these guys because I haven't raced these here, but a lot of times here you'll get real loose on fresh tires. I got to imagine they're dealing with some of that, and then it goes tight later. We're going to see how it is today. I believe that we got some ridiculous winds here tonight, too. Yeah, 30-mile-per-hour winds. It's interesting to know how that may be affecting these cars as they dive it down into turn 1 and 2. Greg Wood out front. Dave Bush in second. He's trying to reel in our leader as he steps in third. Alfred Denny working his way up to the 4th spot. Harvin in 5th. Justin in 6th. George Jewell in that 7th position. John Garrett in 8th. Matthew Francis sitting 9th. Santos sitting 10th. Jim Panko in that number 48. Currently in 11th. George in 12th. Kevin Gibney in that 13th spot. Bill Watkins down on the bottom in 15th. Zachary Cleek in 15th. Bill Watkins in 14th. Angel way back here in 16th. Steve in the number 8 sitting 17th. And Aaron is now off the track. But Dave Bush is taking the lead. What happened to Greg Wood? Greg Wood, he dropped all the way back to that 4th position. Let's go back and see if we can find out where that pass was. All right, here's the pass. Let's go watch the pass for the lead. As Dave Bush pulls up underneath Greg Wood, just muscles around him. Down on the bottom side. Do we have contact into the turn? No. Dave just powers around Greg Wood. Greg looked like he might have got a little unsettled going into the turn. And that just gives Dave Bush the lead. As Greg Wood has now fallen back to 4th, and he's got a battle from Harvin. But I'll tell you what, Nathan Estep is putting the heat on the 53 now. Nathan Estep looking for some points as Dave Bush leads this one in the 53. Single file up here at the front of the pack. But Estep is definitely putting on the pressure. Kyle Harvin up to 3rd position in that number 32. Matthew Francis sitting in 4th. George Jewell up to 6th on the high side. Al has fallen back to 6th. Santos in that 7th position. Greg Wood all the way back at 8th. He is going the wrong way. I bet you he didn't take tires. But here they come fighting back down on the inside. Greg Wood back up underneath Al. He's moved his way back up to 7th. Justin right now currently in that last bonus point position for when they come up to the stage break as they are side by side for the lead. Nathan Estep in the 55 up underneath the 53 of Dave Bush. Give Estep the lead. He's going to slide up in front of the 53. They're going to run down the back straightaway. Can Dave Bush get the run and jump back underneath Estep? Down into 3 and 4. Here comes Dave Bush in the 53. He's trying to fight back. As Estep has the lead. Dave Bush second. Here comes Matthew Francis. Where the hell did he come from in the number 14? He's going to fight up to the back bumper. Yeah, definitely a typical Van Dam wrecking. Matthew Francis out of nowhere. This has been one heck of a race here tonight as we are 49 laps completed in this one. Working lap number 50 as Kyle Harvin sitting back here in 4th. George Jewell up to 5th. Panko in 6th. Santos in 7th. Greg Wood back to 8th. Justin in 9th. Alfred Denny in 10th. George K fighting it out with John Garrett in 11th and 12th. Zachary Cleek sitting here currently in the 13th position as Kevin looks underneath him. Ooh, they get together. Contact back here for 13th. Kevin Gibney not afraid to jib someone as he's up underneath the number 11 for that 13th position. But Zach's going to fight back on the outside. I tried to keep an eye on the relatives as they are real close up at the front. We're going to go back up to the front as they are nose to tail. Matthew Francis is all up in here. George Jewell up to the 4th spot. He's starting to catch these guys. Nathan Eastep leads the field as he is trying to block both sides, but Matthew Francis up underneath Dave Bush. Ooh, Dave Bush got a little loose there in the middle of the corner. That gives Matthew Francis the second spot. His next target is going to be Nathan Eastep. Matthew Francis looking for a way around. Oh, and he goes high as Eastep stays low. Matthew Francis in the 14, looking stout here tonight. Matthew Francis has the lead. Nathan Eastep in second. George Jewell up to third as he gets around Dave Bush. George Jewell trying to muscle his way up for some bonus points as he looks to get around the number 55. Guys, if you like what you are seeing here tonight, just let me know, as we have the Patreon there for supporters. And since I don't have supporters turned on here or Twitch, I'd rather put them all in one place, or YouTube. And we have a goal of 10,000 stars this month. If you guys can help us out with that, let us know you like what you see, so we can keep bringing you great content by supporting us. One of those ways is Matthew Francis in the lead. Nathan Eastep in second as George Jewell is looking for his way around the number 55. Oh man, I think every playoff contender is going to try and lead a lap here as George Jewell gets around the number 55 of Nathan Eastep. Next on his target list is going to be Matthew Francis in the number 14. Moving back in the pack, we got Panko's up to the 5th position. Santos in 6th. Kyle Harvin back to 7th. Greg Wood still in 8th. George K moved his way up to 9th. Alfred Denny in 10th. Justin Wilder in 11th. John Garrett in 12th as Justin's trying to fight on the outside. Almost gets into the back of Al. Zachary Cleek sitting 13th. Gibney sitting 14th. Right here. Angel sitting 15th. Steve, our pole sitter, and led some laps, back at 16th. Just got loose as here comes Bill Watkins in 17th. Back up to the front of the pack. Matthew Francis has the lead. George Jewell is hunting him down. Single file. Matthew Francis, George Jewell, Nathan Eastep, Dave Bush. These guys, Jim Panko, Santos, and Harvin trying to reel them back in. Back up to the front. Let's see if we're going to get a pass for the lead. Right now it's quiet. George Jewell is not putting a lot of pressure on Matthew Francis, as Matthew Francis has a 2.26 second lead. Oh man, it's going to get interesting here tonight, guys. These guys, I think this is about the hardest and the cleanest I've seen these guys fight. Definitely a good race. Single file still at the front of the pack. As I try and adjust my stuff so I can see when you guys message. Nathan Eastep sitting there in 3rd. Dave Bush in 4th. Santos still in that 5th position. Jim Panko, Kyle Harvin. These guys are just lined up trying to roll as we got George K going around Greg Wood. He's going to push Greg Wood back to the 9th position. These positions are so important for the championship battle. Every spot means a point. We should be getting, I believe, our next stage in about 11 laps, as Matthew Francis is still leading George Jewell in 2nd. I think George is saving those tires and hoping to get around Francis right before the stage break. Nathan Eastep and Dave Bush sitting in 3rd and 4th. Santos in 5th. Santos has actually pulled away. Is he closing in on these guys? Santos has actually separated himself from this other group. And he's got damage on the front of that number 9. That is impressive here tonight. Oh, we got a battle here as Dave Bush is looking underneath Nathan Eastep for the third spot. Nothing there. He's got to fall back in line. Single file up at the front as Dave Bush is looking for a way around the 55. George Jules biding his time, but he sees an opportunity. He's looking to make the pass. Looking low on the number 14. He's going to fall back in line, going in 1 and 2. Does George Jewell have anything for Matthew Francis? He wants to take this victory here in this stage. Matthew Francis looking great tonight in that number 14. George Jewell in second. Remember, George Jewell got hooked and had to use a fast repair on lap number 1. So he is battling adversity as he's got himself back in a position to get some points and get himself into the championship week. George Jewell closing the gap on the number 14. This one's going to get close. George Jewell starting to close in. He's got the draft down the back straightaway. Can he make a run on the inside into 3 and 4? He's going to stay in line, pull that draft as the laps are ticking down here for stage number 2. Here comes George Jewell looking to the bottom of the 14. Nothing there. He's going to fall back in line. George Jewell looking for the lead as Eastep has to fight Dave Bush. Those guys have fallen back from our leaders. George Jewell loses some momentum. He's got to get that gathered back up. Let's see if he can reel the number 14 back in. Down into 3 and 4. Matthew Francis trying to break the draft. Goes in a little bit low. That's going to help George Jewell reel him back in. Down the front straightaway. George Jewell just trying to keep the momentum up. Trying to find a way around. Still single file up at the front as the laps tick down. 6 more laps to the end of stage number 2. Nathan Eastep trying to hold back Dave Bush as we go back through the pack. We're going to go back up here. We're just seeing if there's any battles as Greg Wood's been able to fight his way back around George. Panko, John Garrett in the 10th spot. Wilder 1 spot out of the points for the stage as we got 5 laps to go in stage number 1. Ooh, Al has some damage on the right-hand side of that thing. As George Jewell still sitting in second. Matthew Francis breaking the draft and pulling away as he's got a 0.3 of a second lead. George Jewell looking fast in that number 07, trying to find a way to catch the 14 and get around. A lot of times you'll find these things get very arrow tight when you get behind somebody. I wonder if that is what George is fighting. As these tires wear, those effects will be bigger. Is George Jewell looking to close in on the number 14. Single file. Here comes Eastep back up in the picture. Does Eastep have anything to take the lead back? Has he been saving tires this run? As we look from the blip, their straight line of as Matthew Francis ducks all the way down. I'll tell you what, I'd be doing more what he's doing. He's been leading all the laps as these guys dive into turn 1 and 2. George Jewell looking to the bottom side as they come out of turn 2. Down the back straightaway, George Jewell's got to fall back in line. He's going to stay on the back of that 14, pull that draft as much as he can as they send it down into 3 and 4. Eastep with a run up on George Jewell. Down the front straightaway, it's going to be Matthew Francis still as George Jewell is trying to put the pressure on as Nathan Eastep's pushing the pressure on him. Here comes Eastep looking up underneath George Jewell. Nothing there. Here comes Eastep up underneath George Jewell. Coming for second place. Laps are ticking down as this is the start of lap number 70. Can't remember if it's going to be this lap or when they come around the next time. We're going to find out here if the yellow flag comes out as Eastep took the spot away from George. Here comes Dave Bush up underneath the 07. Down on the inside, down the back straightaway. What a run out of these guys here tonight as the caution flag comes out. Wow. All right, what a stage there. We got Matthew Francis in first, Nathan Eastup in second, George Jewell in third, Dave Bush in that fourth position. I'll tell you what, Dave Bush has been a contender here all night. He is someone to watch out for consistently at the front of the pack for the first 70 laps here tonight. James Santos sitting in that fifth position, Kyle Harvin in sixth, Greg Wood in seventh, John Garrett in eighth, Justin breaks inside the top 10 just before the break in ninth, George in 10th. Those will be the 10 people receiving bonus points for stage number 2. Whew, this is intense. Panko staying out? Oh, Panko is destroyed. What happened to Panko? Did he wreck right as they were coming to the break? Let's see. Ooh, it looks like we might have had a caution right at the break moment, and I missed it. Oh, Panko loses it. Overcorrection into the wall. Oof. Man, he clobbered that thing in the 48. Well, we know he's betting. Oof. That was a big hit there as these guys are pulling back out on the track. Matthew Francis going to come out in the lead. Dave Bush comes out second. Telling you guys, you got to watch out for that number 53. He has been fast here tonight. Woohoo. Guys, tell me who your pick is down in the chat. Let me know what you think of the racing here tonight. This has been pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. Definitely been a great race here tonight. Oh man, this is getting exciting. I'm over here typing and nothing's going in. Looking like a good one here tonight, guys. Tell you what. Definitely exciting here. As we got a poll down in the chat. First time I've ever done this, so just want to see how it works. How is it affecting the car, James? Let me know. Oh, we're going green this time, but I might bring you in the next one and ask it. They're about to go green flag this time by Matthew Francis Gonna bring him back to the green flag. This is gonna be a good one. This will be the shootout to the end. This will be the shootout till the end. Green flag is out as Matthew gets a nice jump. Side by side for second between Eastup. Between Eastup and Bush. Eastup takes the spot. Bush falls back. Here comes Kyle Harvin. Kyle Harvin fighting back. On the bottom side, trying to make his way back up to the front of the field. Tire strategy, I'm sure, will play a huge role here. I'll tell you what, they've had a pretty clean race. Do you think we're going to get another caution? Or do you think they're going to keep it up and we're going to be where we're at? Side by side for the lead as Eastup comes and cuts off Francis. Takes the lead as Harvin's side by side with Bush. Give Nathan Eastup the lead. Here comes Greg Wood making his way back up to the field as he's up to the 5th position. Wow, spreading it out. After a caution, these guys are definitely not leaving anything on the table here tonight. Ooh, Matthew Francis pushed up the track. He's gonna fall back. He falls all the way back to the 6th position. Looks like Santos had issues. Did he get into the wall? As we go back up to the front, here comes Kyle Harvin looking for the lead. Kyle Harvin down on the inside, trying to lead this one for the first time tonight. Kyle Harvin. Here comes Greg Wood in the 13. He's going to duck under his teammate, get behind Harvin. John Garrett in tow. John Garrett moving his way back up to the back. Here comes Greg Wood in the number 13, up behind Kyle Harvin. Can he get around Harvin and get back into this battle? Ooh, man, Greg Wood almost bounces off the wall as we are 50-50 tied for chase driver, non-chase drivers to win. Let me know who you think's going to win with the voting. Well, whether you think it's going to be a chase driver or non-chase driver. As Kyle Harvin in the lead. Greg Wood, wow, these guys are all over the place. Side by side for third. John Garrett on the high side. Dave Bush underneath. Here comes Nathan Eastup. Nathan's going to jump up to his teammate. He's going to get in line with the 66. One thing I was really surprised about was when Greg Wood did not follow his teammate, but followed Kyle Harvin when they were battling for the lead. Now Greg Wood sits second, Kyle Harvin in first, John Garrett in third, Dave Bush in fourth, Nathan Eastup back in the 5th position. Zachary Cleek, where did he go? Oh, we got a wreck. Wrecking on the track as it looked like Justin has an issue here. Let's see what happens. Oh, Justin came up on the number 90 of Angel. Angel getting contact. Now here's the big question. I know Angel had damage. Did he get that damage repaired? Already used his fast repair? I think he's still got damage on that thing. Oh no, that thing looks pretty fresh. Oh no, he's still got damage on that thing. So he should still have a fast repair in that number 90. But Justin comes up the track, gets into Angel, hooks himself into the wall as we are under caution here tonight. They've been pretty clean here tonight though. Oof. What's up, Jones? I was wondering where the coach was. How are you? Sorry, guys. If that went away, I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I'm moving too many windows around, and every once in a while when you do that, it puts all the windows down and just kind of goofs me up. Trying to see different things, different windows, and multitask. If you guys saw what I had to work with, it's absolutely... I get it. I get it. Some things are more important in life than iRacing, I think. Am I right or am I wrong, guys? Let me know in the chat. What's more important, life or iRacing? I don't know why I did that. Sorry. When it does that, it shows up weird in the stream, so I gotta fix it. Alright, guys, we are under caution as Harvin is trying to drive the pace car. Alright, these guys are out here eye-pacing. Not something they've done often this year, I will give them that. Give me 1 second and I will be right back. Getting ready to go green flag racing as they come down through 3 and 4. We're going to send them back off. See where they end up. Greg Wood starting on the outside. Kyle Harvin on the inside. Pace car's off. Harvin on the pedal. Green, green, green. Harvin takes the lead. Greg Wood falls in place. Wow, everybody down to single file for the most part. Here comes Nathan Estep up underneath George K. George is going to fight back on the outside. Look at Zachary Cleek up to the 3rd position in that number 11. He's starting to put pressure on Greg Wood. Down the front straightaway. Ooh! Harvin almost across the nose of Greg Wood as Greg Wood looks to the outside. Zachary Cleek doesn't know where to go. He's just trying to follow whoever seems to be moving. Zachary Cleek in the number 11 goes low underneath Greg Wood out of turn 2. Can't make any ground. He's thinking about going up top. No, he's going to stay down low into 3 and 4. Side by side with the number 13 coming out of turn 4. He's going to take that second spot as Greg Wood fights back on the outside. That's funny. That's good though, James, that you guys are doing that good. What do you coach? Oh, Zach falling back, having to battle it out with E-Step now as Greg Wood and Kyle Harvin are driving away from the field. Zach in the 11 fights back, and here comes Steve, our pole sitter. Got damaged earlier, working his way up through the field. I don't know how he's feeling about Greg Wood, but Greg Wood got into him earlier. Is he mad? Will he take it out on him as he is battling it out for that 5th position? Steve definitely has a fast number 8 here tonight, trying to be up there in contention. But I'll tell you what, Matthew Francis on back. These guys are a ways back from the field. They're going to have to play some catch-up. Angel all the way back here. In 16th, Kevin Gibney, wow, way back. In 17th. Back up to the front as Greg Wood is working the back bumper of the number 32. He is trying so hard to get around Kyle Harvin. He wants the most laps led. He wants to win tonight. As we go back, Cleek still side by side with Nathan E-Step. Nathan E-Step drives it in on the bottom side. He gets around the 11. I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? Everybody should probably keep at least 6 feet away from the number 11. It's clear that he has corona. He's got a little extra corona, actually. Zach Cleek falls back in place in the 4th spot. Here comes Steve in the number 8. He is the one to watch for tonight, I think. He could be the big surprise newcomer running his way back up through the field. Got contact, got put up into the wall earlier. Had to recover from that. He is moving his way back up through the field. Kyle Harvin still has the lead. Greg Wood in 2nd. Nathan E-Step in 3rd. Zachary Cleek in 4th. And Steve coming in a hurry in that number 8. He's going to look below the number 11 as he gets around on the bottom side. Here comes Steve. He pushes up the track a little bit. Almost in the 11. Coming out of turn 4. He's got position underneath. Looks like Steve is going to go ahead and take that 4th position. Here comes Dave Bush looking low under Steve. But Steve is going to look low under Nathan. Steve going for that 3rd position as they come out of turn 2. Side by side, we got a drag race for 3rd. E-Step on the high side. Steve down low. Dave Bush with a big push in for the number 8. Pushes him out in front. Dave Bush in the 53 trying to make up some spots. He's been up front all day. Can he get up there and challenge for the lead as our leaders have driven away from the pack? These guys got to hook up and get out there and catch those guys. Side by side, back here with Nathan E-Step and George. Zachary Cleek falling back to the 6th position. Probably going to fall back a little bit further as it looks like the bottom side is still rolling. Stuck in a bad spot. We're going to go back up to the lead. Still single file for our leaders. They have pulled away by quite a bit. Let's see, 2 seconds from that second pack. They have to feel good about that, knowing that they can battle it out amongst themselves as we have 95 laps completed. Steve in the 8th, though, he's going to try and close quick. Let's take a look at these lap times. Man, everybody's so even. I'm going to take a look at them when they come by this time. Harvin and Wood do a 9.0 and a 9.3. Let's see what Steve does. Looks like they're about a 10th and a half faster with a 7.9 and a 7.6 from Dave Bush and Steve Rada. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. As they go around Kevin Gibney as he goes a lap down. Yeah, he's on a mission. He got bumped out of the way earlier. He was leading this thing. He got the pole. He's definitely fast here tonight. I think he is hungry to get back up to the front. Kyle Harvin in the 32, having a great run here tonight. Still a 10th or more quicker a lap for our 3rd and 4th place drivers than our leaders. So they are closing. They got the gap between Greg Wood and Steve down to 1.6 seconds. Can they close it in more? Those guys are trying to organize back there, but it's so hard. Everybody wants every position they can get. Harvin, comfortable up there. Let's go back to this. These guys are getting organized. These guys are definitely getting organized, and it shows as they are picking up the pace. Can they catch our leaders? That is the question. Steve is 1.5 seconds behind Greg Wood. Can he catch him? That time by, they were about, I don't know, 10th and a half quicker than Greg Wood. A little more than that quicker than Kyle Harvin. Kyle Harvin showing the, yeah, definitely some great racing tonight, for sure. Single file. These guys are trying to get organized. They are closing 1.3 seconds between 2nd and 3rd. That gap is shrinking. Greg Wood's got to make a decision. Does he want to get around Harvin, or is he comfortable sitting behind him? You got to make a choice now. These guys have organized. They stopped racing among each other. I think Dave is content with pushing the 8 right now. He knows it's his only way to the front, and why race somebody who has nothing to do with the championship at this point? Stay behind him, wait to the end, have him help you get to the front. They're battling in the back, though, I'll tell you that. As Justin is trying to get that 10th position up underneath these guys. Justin and Matthew Francis trying to hook up. Aaron Van Dam gets into the wall coming off of turn 2. Back up here. Ooh, looked like Dave Bush pushed a little high as he's got E-Step behind him, but they have closed down to 1.1 seconds to 2nd place. That gap is definitely shrinking. They got plenty of time to get there. As E-Step is putting more pressure on Dave in the 65. These guys, I'll tell you what, I'm not sure, 100% sure if it'll work the same as like a plate track, but if they get 5 or 6 guys in a row, they got to be a little quicker, right? But you can now see them as they got that gap within 1 second. They are closing a 10th a lap on these guys at least. They're going to start, they have started to pick up on the draft from the lead guys. That's going to help them tremendously as they're going to pull in on them even closer. Dave Bush giving pushes to the number 8 of Steve. Steve on a mission to get back to the front. They've got it about within 0.7 of a second. What a race this is developing to be. The intensity is starting to build as the laps are closing down. We are less than 30 laps to go at this point. They now have it within about 6/10 of a second. They are catching them. It's not a matter of when anymore. It is definitely a matter of when. For sure, LaFon, they are definitely closing quick. The best thing these guys could have done is get in line like they did and just work it, as they have caught the leaders down to 5/10 of a second. 5/10 of a second. These guys have worked together, making their way to the front as Kyle Harvin drops down. Harvin drops down. Is he out of fuel? Oh, they probably do need to make pit stops. Greg Wood in the lead. Here comes the 8 of Steve. Now that's a question. Is short pitting going to work? I mean, there is about a 1.5 difference roughly between Greg Wood's fastest lap and the laps he's running now. Here comes Steve down underneath Greg Wood. Oh, he gets a little loose down on the apron. He is looking for that lead. He is hunting down at the bottom. Dave Bush almost gets into the back of the 8. Side by side for the lead. Steve trying to head to the point as they send it down into turn 1. Greg Wood's going to fight back on the outside. Steve down low. Here comes Dave Bush. Where's Dave Bush going to go as E-Step goes high with his teammate Greg Wood? Drag race down the back straightaway. Steve's going to send it into turn 3 and 4. Will he slide up and put the block on Greg? He does. Then he blocks Dave Bush. What a move out of the number 8 as he's got the lead. Dave Bush is going to follow suit as Greg Wood falls back. All the way back. Nobody giving an inch. 26 laps to go. Our pole sitter finally found his way back to the front as Dave Bush is all over his back bumper. Nathan E-Step sitting in 3rd. George K, what a run out of him, sitting in 4th. George Jewell in 5th. He is back. Look at that, guys. I know we got some George Jewell fans. Here comes George Jewell of the Battle of the Georges for 4th place. As George Jewell's on the bottom trying to get around the 65. Can't make it happen. He's going to have to fall back in place. We're going to go back up to the front. Steve with the lead. So Greg Wood and Justin both pitting. I think Al pitted. I believe that Penko and Santos all pitted. I believe that's why they're so far behind, because I do believe they were on the lead lap. Bill Watkins down pit road in the number 2. So top 10 have not pitted as Dave Bush goes for the lead. Here comes E-Step looking low. The 8's going to come down and block. 23 laps to go when they cross the start-finish line this time by. What are they going to do? When do these guys have to pit? All these questions are being asked. Steve looking to the high side and Will short pitting like Kyle Harvin took that pit stop, got the fresh tires. He is running 31.36 while our leader ran a 32.35, 1 second slower lap. Is that going to make a difference when these pit stops cycle? And could we get a caution? That could be huge for these guys. That'll put everybody who pitted with getting a wave around at the back of the pack. Because I have to take the wave around. Nathan E-Step sitting 2nd. How hard's he going to work for that first position? 22 laps to go. Steve battling it out with George side by side for that 3rd position. I knew we still had some George Jewell fans in the chat. George sitting there. I mean, this is a good run for George sitting in that 5th position. He's kept himself in contention tonight. He has an opportunity to win this thing. As we got 21 laps to go, but pit stops are going to happen. When are they going to decide to pit as the Georges are going to battle out side by side? Zachary Cleek, let's remember he's in that 6th position. Matthew Francis sitting in 7th. Aaron Van Dam in 8th. John Garrett in 9th. Angel in 10th. What kind of implications will we have if we get a caution now with this mixture of drivers that have not pitted yet? I mean, this could be absolutely crazy and change everything here tonight. What a race, though. These guys are battling it hard as we go back to the front. Dave Bush getting around Gibney again. Nathan Estep right behind him. Steve has reeled them back in that third position. George Jewell up to fourth as George K has dropped back. Oh, is he out of gas? What's going on with the 65? It's the 11 as Zachary Cleek goes around him. Is he having issues? He didn't run out of gas. He's keeping up. Maybe he thinks he's going to run out of gas. Side by side with Zachary Cleek. Oh, he's slowing way down. He is going in the pits this time by. So is Zachary Cleek. He's going in the pits. Anybody else? Doesn't look like anybody else is as Dave Bush continues to lead. Nathan Easta second. Steve in third. George Jewell sitting in that fourth position as Gibney almost gets into the 8. Matthew Francis sitting in fifth. Aaron Van Dam in that 6th position. John Garrett in 7th. Oh, Greg Wood gets turned almost. What happened there? As a yellow flag comes out, he does get turned. Let's see if we can figure out exactly what happened there. Oh, he got a little loose, and Angel helped him the rest of the way. It looks like he got loose. Coming out. Yeah, that steps out a little bit. And not Angel, but Al gets into the back of him just a hair. And that turns around Greg Wood. He locks it down. Good job out of the 13, but man, that can't be good for his tires. And he needs to wave around. He can't even pit again to go change those tires. He's got to stay out. He has no choice. As the leaders come down, this is crazy. 8 cars did not pit. The rest of the field is going to have to take a wave around. That's going to put them behind whatever lap cars, obviously, that aren't going to get the wave around. And then it's going to put... this is going to be crazy. Let's just put it at that, as we got 16 laps to go here tonight. 16 laps of drama to go here tonight. This is going to be an absolute epic finish, guys. If you like the content that we're bringing you, we are no longer going to be charging leagues. If you click the more on the pinned post, you can see more. We have started a Patreon. I got to add rewards for those different tiers. I have not done that yet, but there's 3 different tiers currently in there. That's a good way to support the channel monthly with a 5, 10, 15, whatever support. Whatever you guys can do. It all makes a difference. Also, you know, if you're on the Facebook side, we got stars. So if you want to help support with stars, you can do that. Every little bit makes a difference as we are trying to grow here, and I don't want to take the money away from these guys helping create the content here. I mean, these guys have put on one heck of a show here tonight. One heck of a show for us here tonight. Got some merch and stuff there at the MDiTV.live, and you won't miss any of the stream because it plays over there. So we got 15 laps to go, guys. 15 laps to go. This is going to get intense. So with the poll that we put up earlier, I asked, do you guys think a chase driver is going to win? 75% of people say they think it's going to be a chase driver. If you haven't voted yet, go ahead and shoot a vote. Tell me if you think it's going to be a driver like Matthew Francis, or do you think that a Steve, a newcomer, could take the win here tonight away from one of these chase drivers? Let me know in the chat. So we got all these guys about to take the wave around here. Kyle Harvin, the first car, ready to go around. He'll get it when it's one to go. These guys got to race around the track. And they'll have to, you know, George, Jewel, Jim, and Kevin. Well, Kevin's taking a wave around, so pace lights are out, and these guys are going to drive around for their wave around. Why are they going so slow? You need to get around, guys. Go, Bill, go. As those drivers take the wave around, they got to hurry up and catch the pack. Harvin already did. Here's Zachary Cleek. Oh, Harvin got the lucky dog. Okay. So Zachary Cleek working with Kevin Gibney there on that wave around. They're trying to get around as these guys are coming down, getting ready to take the green flag. Bill Watkins, he's got to really step on it. But we're going to go back. Are these guys catching it? How fast are these guys catching the rest of the pack? How's it going to throw them off? They have zero time to prepare for this start. Ooh, George Jewell disappeared, and I didn't even notice it. Pace car is off. As these guys are just catching them. Green flag is about to come out. Green, green, green. Matthew Francis at the point. Dave Bush in second. George Jewell in third as he steps up underneath them. Side by side for that third position. Here comes the 8 of Steve. Steve could be the upsetter in this one, in that number 8. He has worked his way up from the back after getting contact earlier, back up to the front. He is out here to race here tonight. Matthew Francis in that number 10 machine, or 14 machine, in the lead. 10 positions up tonight. My bad, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it, Aaron. These guys appreciate it. As here comes Nathan and Dave. They almost took it 3 wide. Here comes Steve in the number 8. Steve's got no loyalty here. I think it's all about him as we got 12 laps to go, guys. Nathan Eastup down on the bottom fighting for the lead. He takes the lead from Matthew Francis. Here comes the 8 of Steve. Will Steve pull the upstate set here tonight as they battle side by side for second with Matthew Francis? Nathan Eastup has to feel good about having the lead right now. Here comes the 53 of Dave Bush, been a contender all night as these guys are shaking it up. We got a wreck in the back of the pack. Wrecking. Yellow flag is out. Let's go try and figure out what happened here. Oh, Panko got loose. Panko loose. Up into the 21. Big wreck. Catches George Jewell. Tough break for those drivers. So we're going to get another restart, guys. Another restart. This is going to be wild. Really curious. How this one's going to end is we have 10 laps to go. You know what? We haven't done it all race. Been pretty quiet. We're going to bring in somebody. Breadcrumbs. All right, Team Misfit. Make sure that's on. Steve, James's booth, got a copy?
Yes, I do. Hello.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Man, you are out here. I know you got some contact earlier with Greg. after getting the
Yeah.
pole, running up front. Had to work your way back up to the front, man. You are sitting second. Do you think you could be the upset here tonight?
I hope. This is my first poll for the year for any league in general.
Well, you are definitely fast in that number 8, and I got a feeling I'm gonna at least be talking to you for a top 3 at the end of this one. You're gonna have 7 or 8 laps to go. How big of a factor is that 30-mile-per-hour wind playing on you guys here tonight?
It comes into a factor when the car gets tires worn out. So seeing that we just got a fresh set, it ain't gonna hurt as much. But the problem as well is if you got any damage to the car, it also affects. So I have no damage at the moment, and I was able to take a fast repair. It helped out big time.
Well, that number 8 looks fast here tonight. Why don't you go out there and see if you can get yourself a victory?
I will. I just want to give out a shout out to my sponsor, Cog Evolution.
No problem. You'll get a chance later, I'm sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Steve, running great in that second position. Newcomer Steve. All right, guys, this is gonna get intense. I'm telling you. I think that we're gonna get a non-chase driver, and it's gonna be the number 8. If I jinx him, I'm gonna feel ultra bad, but I really do think that he is looking good here tonight and has the best opportunity to pull the upset. He's fast. E-Step hasn't had to race him before. I don't know if he knows how he's going to have to race him. So we're going to have to sit here and wait and find out, guys. But this is going to be one hell of a battle to the end. And I promise you the 53 isn't going to follow the 55. Promise you that one here tonight. Alrighty. Pace lights should go off this time by. But this saves everybody. Everybody that had to take the wave around on the last one. Now, well, Greg Wood, if he had tires, was able to go get tires. I mean, there's a lot of things. There were a lot of people happy to see that last caution, I'll tell you that right now. And then there were some up at the front that hated to see that caution. But hey, we don't mind. This is going to put one hell of a shootout. 6 laps to go when they take the green flag. 6 laps, guys. Hold on. Buckle up. Don't go anywhere. This is going to get fast. This is going to get fun. And this is going to be interesting. For sure. Man, I don't even know what to say right now. Honestly, I am so hyped. I have no clue how this is going to finish. What's going to happen? Yeah, this is going to be good. 6 laps to go when they take the green flag. Anybody's race. Even Angel. Angel's sitting there in 5th. I didn't even notice. John Garrett in 6th. E-Step takes him slow. Green flag is out. Side by side for the lead. E-Step did not just get on it and spread out the field. He might have felt that was his best advantage, or hoping that Steve was going to jump. Steve is going to fight on the outside. Here comes Dave Bush. Dave Bush looking for the top. He doesn't want to push the 55. Look at that. I told you. Here comes Angel. Angel's going to take it down to the bottom. 3 wide per second. Angel and Nathan getting together through turn 3 and 4. Steve in the lead. 3 wide per second. Angel almost got into E-Step and took him out. Still 3 wide. Down into turn 1. Who's going to come out in front? 3 wide still back there as Zachary Cleek throws it down to the bottom. Nathan's going to jump to the high side. He says, forget about this as the caution flag comes out. Wow. All right. What happened there? Uh-oh. Did somebody get jibbed? Ooh. Aaron got jibbed. Aaron and Santos got jibbed. Hey, car high. Kevin, car high. Oh, man, we got to restack them and do this again? I don't know if I can do it. This is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So Steve now at the front of the pack. Says, let's go KOG. That wasn't you, Aaron. How was that you? Aaron, watch this replay. How was that you? All right, everybody in the chat. I like Kevin. But this isn't Aaron. Aaron's in the 99. What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. We'll look at it once again. That in no way was Aaron Van Dam. Go, Steve, go. Hell yeah, Steve. All right, the 99 says that's on him. What do you guys think? I don't think it was on Aaron. Let me know in the chat what you think. All right, so we're going to get a green-white checker here tonight, guys. And we got Angel. Angel's been aggressive. He is... Yeah, Angel's been aggressive in that number 90. Butter knife, as we know him. All right, it's going to get interesting. It's the pace lights are still on. We're going to get a green-white checker, guys. Whew. It's been a good one here tonight, guys. Been just enough cautions to keep it interesting, and yeah. Green, white, checker, don't go anywhere. This race definitely has not failed us here tonight. Don't go anywhere, because I'm sure it's not going to fail us with the finish. After what I just watched, we could get a 3 or 4 wide finish here tonight. They could all be crashing. I don't know. But you got to stay and watch, because this is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good one here tonight. It is definitely getting intense. Dizzy Yeen says, go, Steve, go. I seen it a minute ago. I was just so into everything that was going on here. I just didn't want you to think I was ignoring it. Whew. Pace lights should go off this time by. And they do. Gonna go green flag racing. Got butter knife on the high side. Angel. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming to watch. I appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it. It's been a great race. I hate that you got to go now, because this is going to be good. This is going to be good, guys. Whew. I don't even know what to say at this point, honestly. This is intense. 46 viewers across 3 platforms here tonight. That is freaking awesome. Right now watching. Well, might as well make it 47, as we now have 14 over on Facebook. The pace car is off. Green flag is out as Steve gets a little bit of tire spin, but still gets a good jump. Angel caught sleeping on the outside is going to get past by Dozer Dave. He cuts down in front of Nathan, looking for the bottom. Steve with the lead. Got to feel good right now as they come out of turn 2. Can they make it around and get the white flag, or are we going to get another attempt at a green-white checker? Here comes Greg Wood in the 13 as the 55 at E-Step pushes Angel all the way down the back straightaway. They've caught Steve down into the 3 and 4. Here comes Angel going to the bottom side, gets blocked by the 8. Side by side for the lead. Steve on the high side, Angel down low. Give Angel the lead. Nathan pushing Angel. Angel pushes up the track with that push out of E-Step. It's going to be a drag race down the back straightaway. They almost hit doors. Here comes Zachary Cleek. Zachary behind Nathan, gives him a push. Looks underneath. We got him wrecking. Here comes Steve to the bottom side. Zachary Cleek in the lead. Here comes Steve. He's going to look high. Zachary blocks. Who's going to get it at the line? Zachary down low. It's Zach Cleek for the win. Steve in second, Greg Wood in third as we got a big wreck at the back of the pack. Wow. Wow. Let's go back and look at that. Whew. Oof. All right, we're going to back this up a little bit. We're going to get on board with, or above Nathan. Zach pushes him, sneaks underneath. Angel comes down at the same point, not knowing they're 3 wide, and all hell breaks loose at the back of the pack as these guys are wrecking. Oof, Garrett gets beat. Oh, everybody just got jibbed as Gibney plows in through the field. Angel finishing 15th. Had an opportunity to win this one. Greg Wood, I'll tell you what. He's going to celebrate that 3rd place finish. I guess I don't blame him. Wow. I don't even know what to say right now. That was, wow. You kind of got squeezed, but yeah, I get it. I don't think Angel, yeah, boom, I just saw that you wrote that, Levon. I don't think Angel knew you guys were 3 wide, and I think that's what kind of goofed you guys up. All right, let's go find Greg Wood. All right. I don't even know what to say right now.
Why not?
That was fun. That was crazy. Man, 3rd place, you snuck through all the havoc at the end. Overcame getting I know you got loose a little bit and Al got into you. You had to take the wave around with the flat spotted tires. Couldn't pit that time. Got lucky, got the caution. Did you pit on that 2nd caution?
Ugh, I pitted then, but it started crap from the beginning. I waited till too late in qualifying to run my laps. So I got my warm-up lap in and half of my good lap, so I started dead last. Won stage 1, led some laps, and then that last time I pitted under green flag, my tires happened to be unchecked, so I kind of made my bed there. So I'm happy with the P3.
Man, what was it like coming through all those guys crashing? I mean, you kind of knew it was going to happen. I know you had some teammates caught up in it, but man, you had to be rooting for yourself there because I know you needed this to put yourself in contention for championship week.
Yeah, it was nuts. That first one, I seen Van Dam being Van Dam, and I was like, oh crap. But I made it through, and then I made it through another one. And I was like, wow, I got real luck on my side tonight. But yeah, it was crazy. I'm glad for a P3. It's not gonna be enough because there's not enough people showing up to really matter. So next week's probably still gonna be a must win for me.
Well, you showed that you could win if given the opportunity to, as you were fast at times today. Any friends, sponsors, family you want to thank tonight?
Oh, the wife number one and all my family as always. Teammates here at PGR, you for broadcasting, Circle B Diecast, guys at Deep Racing, and that's it.
All right, well, go relax. You sound exhausted, and enjoy this podium.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a shower and hit the bed.
All right, buddy. Talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, Greg Wood bringing it home third. Let's go find Steve. Angel, I'm taking him away from you. Did I just save you from Angel?
Yes, you did.
Man, what a finish! I know they got around you. They were making moves. They're in must win situations, and man, you got shuffled back, and everybody just kind of wrecked in front of you. You got that second place, man. What a run tonight, man!
Oh yeah, it was truly insane because after I got clipped by the 13, door banged by the 90, and then had a few cars just pinballing off of me, I thought, okay, my race was gonna be done. I was over with. But surprisingly, I was able to take the fast repair and just get back up there. I took it at the right time, took tires at the right time. Everything just went right tonight.
Yeah, that was a beautiful race. The only thing you didn't do was win, which I mean you were definitely capable of doing. But man, what was it like being part of a wild one like that? Because that was probably one of the wildest finishes I've seen.
It's crazy.
You're still processing, I'm sure.
Yes. Normally I'm a mid-pack racer, so me being up front, it's something different.
For sure. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, like what area you're from, and then go ahead and give a shout out to your friends, family, sponsors.
I'm from Coconut Creek, Florida. Next year will be my 15th year of sim racing.
You put your time in. Well, go ahead and give a shout out. I know you got your sponsors, and I'm sure you got some friends and families.
Want to give out a shout out to Cog Evolution, Ron, Ted, Dizzy, Circle B, Plan B Sales. They've been associated with us for this year. And tomorrow I'll be taking part of a charity event for Extra Life. Extra Life is there to help raise money for children's hospitals. So I'm going to be doing a 24-hour event tomorrow to help raise money.
Nice. Well, go enjoy this podium. Are we going to see you next week?
Yeah. So far, just showing up. I wasn't expecting much. I was figuring, okay, I'm going to start mid back, and that'd probably be it, and not bother next following week. But after tonight, it's showing I got some kind of momentum.
Yeah, you definitely look good here tonight, and I hope to see you next week.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, go enjoy this one.
All right, thank you.
All right, so that was Steve, our second place driver. Now we need to pull in. I'm going to say sneaky, sneaky. Man, you were kind of there all day. You stayed in the back at the beginning part. It was kind of like Zach Koo. Then the second stage you creeped up, and then all of a sudden you were there. You put that move. I know you got below E-step. At the same time, Angel decided to come down, not knowing you guys were 3 wide. And you took the lead, took the victory, made the move at the right time, man. Wow.
Great feeling. Great feeling. Yeah, I thought I was going to have them clean on that backstretch because I had a run, a super run. And then, yeah, Bush jumped down on under me or in front of me, popped him. Felt bad, but I got off of him before the corner, and then I saw him wrecking behind me. I was like, what happened? I know I didn't wreck him. I didn't think. Yeah, that was a wild one.
Yeah, that was definitely a wild one. I was trying to warn people they needed to stay 6 feet from you because you clearly had Corona, and not any Corona. It was extra Corona. But man, Man, that number 11 was fast when you needed it to be. Man, I don't even know what to say at this point.
Man, I know since I couldn't get into the playoffs, I had to at least win in the playoffs. I think that's the only thing I can say.
Well, you made a statement here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to your friends, family, sponsors?
Rock on. Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my dad. I know usually when he can, he watches. I'd like to give a shout out to my teammates here in the KMM. Then my boss, which actually got me in, and he's one of my teammates in here, and he helped me set up
John.
all this iRacing stuff, and really glad he did. And thanks you, man. Thanks for always podcasting.
Yeah,
Good
I appreciate it. Have fun doing it, man. Go out there, celebrate, enjoy this victory, and see what you can bring next week.
Rock on. Appreciate it.
Later, bud. All right, guys. I've had about enough for tonight. Which room were you in?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm about to get out.
All right. So that was a great run here tonight. Zachary Cleek with the win. Man, all around, that was a lot of fun to watch. I know that John had a rough night and a few other people, but from a viewing standpoint, that was a great race. That was fun to watch. Go ahead and pull up the results. Only one page of results. There it is. Zachary Cleek with the win. Steve in second. Greg Wood in third. Matthew in fourth. Kyle Harvin in fifth. Bill the Magnet Watkins in sixth. Justin in seventh. John, nice run for him. Finishes out the day strong. John Garrett in eighth. George K in that ninth position. Santos in 10th. George Jewell, man, he had such a strong run. Finishes 11th. Panko. Breadcrumbs are splattered all over the track today. And that 12, was he Panko or Planko today? Nathan Eastep all the way back to 13th. Man, that hurts. Dave Bush, another one with a great run. 14th. Angel 15th. Kevin Gibney 16th. Allen 17th. And Aaron Van Dam rounds out the field in that 18th position, guys. What a show here tonight. We're going to call it a night. And as always, until next time, which will be pretty soon because we're going to do Pro